How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and we do have another one here from Hobby Mastering 1/72 scale diecast. What do we have? We have a McDonnell Douglas F A-18. It is an F-A-18A Plus from the US Navy's VFC-12 fighting Omars, as you can see there. It is the adversary squadron. Flying the F-A-18A since 1994, they were upgraded to the A Plus specs in 2004 to put them in ordnance compatibility with the F-A-18C. But in 2006, they would transition to the C variant anyway. But in 2012, they did find themselves going back to these FA-18A Pluses once again. Now, our aircraft here, a Red 01, is painted in an adversary livery of a Su-35 flanker, prototype to Arctic Splinter Camo, as you can see right there. And it does look absolutely stunning and insanely legit with those additions of the Russian stars that you can see right in there as well. Wow, that does look absolutely awesome. Yep, I do wonder if there is even a bottle holder in the cockpit for your bottle of vodka. So let's check out this rusky painted Hornet. Alright, with the Hornet out of the box, you do get the usual stand, which of course is one of those. It's a 3-piece plastic stand. We'll get the lid off and check out what we're going to see. So you do have all the standard layout there as per usual. Oh, this one's moved around. That is the air brake there. Speaking of air brakes, you do have a little baggie in there that does have the closed air brake, and also the pilot figure and the tank, of course. Man, that livery looks absolutely baller. Oh my god. Where do we grab it? All right, I'll grab it by the nose a little bit, and we'll pop these in. Pop. All right, come on. Gotta be careful of the rear. Oh yes. Man, this livery is absolutely nuts. I am so glad I grabbed this. It does look absolutely insane. Check out that. So it's going to have the usual details inside the canopy there. You can see all those great details as per usual. Hobby Master do a fantastic job, of course. Now, it does have the Red 7 on the front there, the Russian stars along there, just to make sure it does say the Navy details underneath there, so you don't mistake this for a Russian aircraft in real life. The stars under the wings as well, everything underneath. The whole camouflage is throughout the whole aircraft. That looks absolutely brilliant. Yep, 100% happy about grabbing this one. All right, what we'll do, though, is we'll quickly set it up for in-flight, and we'll come right back. All right, here we have it set up for in-flight. Very straightforward as usual. There's just the 2 gear bay doors right there, and they go in really nicely. Something not to lose, because they have the splinter camouflage on there, so I reckon would be hard to get replacements for. You put your tank on, which looks awesome. It's got ambush written on the side. I think it's on both sides. Yep, that looks absolutely superb. And that's pretty much it. And then you'll put your little Boris impersonator in there, the pilot figure, and he's good to go to challenge the United States pilots. That does look absolutely brilliant. Man, very simple to set up. There's not much to it, obviously, being an adversary aircraft. Yeah, very, very nice. I dig this a lot. Wow. Yeah, I'm actually taken aback a little bit with the camo on this. Yeah, it looks brilliant. A little bit lost for words, which is unusual for me. I can normally carry on forever. And that's on the stand. I'm not a huge fan of these stands because they sort of flop a little bit forward. And it feels like they're just held on there by magic. But it does look nice, though. That is, yeah, that is absolutely awesome. This is how your aggressor Hornet is going to look on the stand in flight for you in-flight displayers. But no, I want to see mine geared down, of course, and opened up. So what we'll do, yeah, you guessed it. We'll throw some legs on this, of course, and whack it on the scales and wind up the video. All right, we'll be back in a second. All right, here we have it set up for gear down. It's got those 2 modules. You just drop straight in, and then you can put your tank back on, and that is job done. So easy to set these up gear down. It is a fantastic job by Hobby Master. Oh, and of note, the areas where you can put pylons on, they are filled, so you can't put any additional weapons on there. So if that does annoy you, well, too bad. But you do put the open canopy on, so you can check out those awesome cockpit details, of course. And you put the open air brake on, which is absolutely stunning as well. Man, yep, this looks absolutely cool. 100%. Whew. All right, let's chuck it on the scales. This has got to be one of the finest looking Hornets, like camo-wise. The livery looks really fantastic. I'm really happy about it. I reckon I've said it 4,000 times at the moment. 296 grams, of course, so that is not a bad weight. It is a solid model. It's not flimsy or anything like that. You can, put it down on the gear. There's no issues. You can handle it. You can move it around. It doesn't fall apart. So these are real solid offerings from Hobbymaster. Really well done. All right. I will wind this video up. I will enjoy taking the photos of this bloody thing and throwing them at the end of the video for those of you that want to check out the close-up photos of this. Don't forget, if you found the video helpful, that would be awesome as well. Don't forget to punch the crap out of that subscribe button if you are watching and have yet to do that. And of course, down there, drop some comments if you've got something to say, whether you like this livery or not. Just in case you don't know, me personally, I like it. All right, everyone. I will finish, of course, by thanking you, the viewer, for dropping past and watching another one of my videos. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful Russian Hornet today. All right. Thanks for watching and happy hunting for your next model. You all have an awesome source day, everyone. Cheers.